All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our WCTV Game of the Week here on Week 7 at Franklin High School, where the Admirals host Brentwood High School here on homecoming night. Paul Breece and Daniel Poston along for the good times for the next few hours. We're glad you are joining us. Take the records out, 6-0, 0-6. It's Brentwood Franklin. Anything can go.
We've got a storied rivalry here, Coach. Two of the blue bloods of Williamson County locking horns tonight. Looking forward to a fantastic football match on this balmy evening here in Franklin, Tennessee.
Well, that's right. I mean, it's Week 7. Daniel, and we're still wearing you're wearing shorts, I'm wearing shorts. We'll take it all day. The kickoff to the back of the end zone as the Admirals are going to receive the kickoff, get the first offense out here for the first look. Well, they're led by quarterback Brewer Wilson, the junior, number 15. He's going to look for his top target, number 3, Lucas Young. And in the backfield, it's a two-headed kind of monster back there, Kia Hamilton and Sean Gacka, number 5. So we'll see against this stout Bruin defense.
Looks like Gacka has lined up to the left of Brewer Wilson. Takes the handoff.
Well, Gacka is going to get a couple of yards right there. Pretty good run. And DP, here's the deal, right? If you're the Admirals, you want to stay in a second and third short situation, give you a chance to open up the playbook a little bit. Getting behind the chains is not a fun thing.
Absolutely. If you want to lean on these running backs, you got to make sure that you're in those second shorts, third and manageable, so that they have both options through the air and on the ground. So
here we go.
See if Franklin can continue that.
Yeah, Brewer Wilson going to keep it simple. Handoff. That's Gacka again, and he's going to convert a first down. So the Admirals going with the run heavy first.
Yeah, 2 inside runs in a row. We'll see if they continue that trend as they go first and 10.
7 yards on the play. First down.
So the Admirals challenging that defense of Brentwood between the tackles. And you see it's a big defense down there for the Admirals. So comes a third opportunity, and this time behind the chains we go for the Admirals. It's going to be stopped for maybe about a yard loss.
Seth Adams on the stop.
DP, what do you think about going to the well 3 times in a row?
If it works the first 2 times, you keep it up, see if you can pop one. That inside zone looks like a good start attacking that inside defensive line for the Bruins.
So here we go, 2nd and 10. And here we get a first look at Wilson going up top to Lucas Young and broken up by Jackson Lowe, number 2, the senior. And that was just a great one-on-one play. Credit Brewer Wilson for a on-target throw right there, giving Lucas Young a chance to come down with it.
Absolutely, Coach. With this 3rd and long situation, looks like it's going to have to be a pass again.
Well, probably not a most comfortable situation for the Admirals when you're in a pass option first here. So we'll see Wilson again. Low snap, going to try to get rid of it. Trying to go for the deep ball to Wills Jackson in the hands and out. And what should have been a catch and broken up Shepard Smith, the junior.
It's 4th down.
Yeah, great throw by Brewer Wilson on target, looking to convert. Big play would get this crowd fired up early in the game. Punt team comes on.
Yeah, and I think that's you were exactly right. I think offensive coordinator Kerry Collins wanted to try to get the crowd involved, and they could have completed one of those 2 passes. They would have been in great shape, and the crowd would have turned in the favor. So now Thompson King with the running style punt. It's going to be caught and dropped, but scooped. We'll get a number here, DP. It's number 6.
6. Mason Ball with the return. Looked like that could have been trouble, but he picked it up. Nice return. Get the Bruins started. 1st and 10 from the 40 here, Coach.
So our first opportunity to see the Brentwood Bruins on WCTV, 6-0. leading the region 6A, and they are led by quarterback Baylor Hayes, the senior transfer. And he is a leader, according to Coach Clint Finch.
Lined up with 4 wideouts, and they give.
So we see the zone read option here, or the zone read run there, kind of a mirror image of right there. Number 34, that's Gavin Nelson with about a 2-yard pickup.
Luke Denman on the
Gain of 2 yards on the
tackle.
play. It's 2nd and 8.
If the Admirals are going to stay in this early, they're going to have to make sure that they stuff that run and watch out for the options off of the 2-back set that they have here.
So Hayes going to run a little option here out to Nelson, and he's going to get close to that first down
I
marker.
think he's got it, Coach. I think he's got it about a yard
Luke
over on the
Thompson runs it out of
49
bounds.
in the Franklin Admirals territory now.
So Gavin Nelson,
Gain of 8 yards on the
34,
play.
he has come
First and 10
in
from the
and
50.
filled in a good role for Trey Dorse, the original or the season beginning starting running back. And Nelson's picked up the load after Dorse has kind of gone down with some injury.
Lined up with trips up top. Looks like they might be trying to set up something with that run play from Newsom again.
I think you're exactly right. I
Nelson on the
mean,
carry.
Or excuse me, Nelson.
yeah, keeping
Gavin
it simple,
Nelson.
right?
Nelson
And
on
then
the
we're
Franklin.
going to catch you when you least expect it. And that's Coach
Gain of
Clint
3
Finch. He
yards on the
likes
play.
to
2nd and 7.
keep you off balance here with the run-pass opportunities. And when you
Right.
have a quarterback like Baylor Hayes, I mean, it really opens up the playbook.
That's right. Got the big guys leaning on that Franklin defensive line early. Got 42 in motion. Oh,
Low snap. It is going to be caught, and
that's 42, Charlie Mullis.
yeah, Mullis. And you got to get Baylor
Baylor
Hayes,
Hayes
right? You
passes
saw his
complete.
little his headsiness, his athletic ability to scoop that bad snap up and come away with it.
Gains good for Brentwood.
And you may
First
have
down.
also seen number 4 right there, Clayton Merrill,
From the Franklin 40-yard line.
who could have laid a block, but he knew that if he did, it was going to be probably coming back on a personal foul for blocking a defenseless player.
Yeah, trying to take that crackback out of the game, Coach. Player safety is always of the utmost importance.
Number 1 priority, right?
Right.
And so here we go. Nelson, quick throw to number 6. Who we got?
Number 6, that's Mason Ball.
Hayes is pass complete the ball.
Looks like he got about
Dixon runs
6
him out of
on that
bounds.
one, Coach. And 2nd and short coming up for the
Gain of
Bruins.
6 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 4.
About halfway through this first quarter.
So here we go. 2nd and you called it 4 and manageable, right? And another low snap and a quick handoff to Lowe, and he's going to lean forward for the first down.
Jackson Lowe on
The
the
quarterback center exchange, kind of important,
carry.
right?
The stop for
That's
Franklin.
right, Coach. They've come out in a bunch of different alignments on this first drive. Looks like they're trying to mix up
Gains
these
good for Brentwood.
formations
First
and
down.
keep Franklin guessing
First and 10 from the
defensively.
Franklin 29.
So Coach Finch and the Bruins just business-like here on this first drive.
That's right. We see Merrill in the slot down here, and he is a great receiver. But they're going to the run again. There's 34. Gavin Nelson again on the carry.
Nelson on the carry.
So Nelson kind of the workhorse here in this first
Yeah,
job.
but
And now
get
we get a
to
little
the team,
change
get
of
on the
pace
stop.
right here. Kind of going a little hurry up.
There's Merrill on cue.
And that's well defended out there by number 87. That's
Hey,
going to
good pass
be
complete to Clayton
Santino Bruni, the sophomore, covering that from the linebacker spot.
Santino Brunei on the stop for Franklin. Short gain on the play.
Good tackle by Bruni.
Those open field tackles can haunt you.
Absolutely. Sets him up for a 3rd and short. Franklin trying to get off the field
It's
and hold them
third
to
down
a
and 3
field goal
yards to
attempt
go.
here.
Third down, even if they don't convert, DP, I still think they're probably going to go for it. Go with a quick throw to Merrill. Almost. Merrill dancing, and he's going to be tackled
Nelson's pass complete.
for a loss. Great
Correct.
effort by Merrill, but a
Merrill.
good swarm of Admiral defenders right there to keep him in check.
9 on the
It took
stop.
about 3 or 4, right, DP?
That's
It's a
right.
loss on the
He
play. It's fourth
tried to
down.
get loose out there, but Bruni again with the second tackle in a row. Coming up with the stop, and they're running this field goal team out, Coach. You got to think, if you're the Franklin Admirals, that's a positive end to this
Isaac Hayes
drive
will attempt
after
to attempt
multiple
the
first
40-yard
downs in a
one-yard
row.
field goal.
So here we go, the long field goal attempt, and it is good. What
And the kick is good.
a way to start for the Bruins with
5:52 to
the
go in the first quarter.
Yeah,
The
Isaac
score is
Hayes
3.
connecting a
Franklin,
40-yarder.
0.
yeah.
That's a tough one here in the high school level. That looked money from
You're
foot.
talking, yeah, and you're talking about a right-footed kicker from the left hash. A great snap and hold, and man, that's a weapon in high school that can help you down the road, especially in the playoffs. Right, just points.
Yeah, absolutely. Weather gets a little colder, games get a little tighter, more on the line. That field goal kicking is
Keep up
key.
with all Franklin High School sports by following the official
So,
Franklin High Sports site.
As
Simply search for Franklin Admiral Sports. at
my sidekick
WCS
here has
FHS
talked about balmy night. Well, we got a nice moon right there. That's maybe a fall moon. I don't know. A full moon. Is that maybe an indication of fall? I don't know.
Absolutely. My wife teaches fourth grade science, and she would be getting on to me right now by not knowing the phases of the moon, which is one of those fourth grade standards we're trying to teach our kids here in Williamson County.
Well, I can tell you this.
Isaac Hayes
I'm not in
is
fourth grade, and I don't know what it is, so I must have missed out on that.
Beat
So
Franklin.
here we go. Hayes with the boot, and we may have a return right here. Hamilton, slips. And catches a big-time break as slips and falls.
Goes for
If
a
the
touchback.
official right there would have let him come out with it,
From their own 20-yard line.
he would have been down at the 1 yard line. So kind of a bailout and a gift that you need to take advantage of.
Absolutely, Coach. You know, when that ball goes into the end zone in high school, it's automatic touchback. So here we go, starting from the 20, Brewer Wilson with Kia Hamilton in the backfield
right.
this time. We'll see if Franklin can get this offense going and get some points on the board here.
So Hamilton, a different speed, and he's going to get around the edge
Hamilton on
for
the
about a
carry.
gain of 8. So a little fresh legs right there, DP.
Looking good on that carry, was
That's
able to get
fourth, it's on the
outside.
stop.
Nice tackle by Brentwood to limit the gain.
It's a gain of 8 yards on the play.
But here we are at second and two. We talked about this earlier. We got to get in these short situations if you're Franklin so that you can take a shot with that great tall receivers, Lucas Young and Willis Jackson.
Jackson Lowe going to limit that, but a first down as Wilson hits Wills
pass is
Jackson.
complete to Jackson.
Brewer Wilson's first completion of the night
It's
is
again
for a
5 yards
first
on the play.
down.
First down, Franklin.
Well,
5 yards, and here we go, first
and 10 from
down.
the
Yeah, you talked about
33-yard
first
line.
completion. If you just joined us, they went deep twice, unsuccessful, but the ball was catchable both times. So, Brewer Wilson, it's kind of like your golf game when you're on the driving range. You're maybe feeling it. Brewer Wilson, maybe he's loose and he's ready to go tonight.
Kia Hamilton back there with him. Pass over to number 3 this time, Lucas Young. Going to get about 6 or
Wilson's
7,
pass
Coach.
complete to Young.
So Lucas Young is one of those safety guys that, Brewer
Yeah,
Wilson
but
can
runs
count
out of
on.
bounds.
Doesn't have to be a hero. He'll catch the ball, and
It's
good
again
things
7 yards on
seem
the
to
play.
happen
Second
when
and 3.
Lucas is around the opportunity to catch the ball.
Yeah, great speed, great hands, great kid.
So here we go, second and about 2. We'll see if Hamilton gets a look here, being
Young's
short yardage.
moved over into the slot this time, Coach.
Oh, and the pressure's coming, and it's going to be tipped.
That
And
pressure was applied by number
Rookie pass
one,
is
Maddox
incomplete.
McKim. Good rush right into his face. Makes it hard to complete those, Coach.
Receiver.
So Maddox McKim off the edge. He is
It's third down
another
and 3
senior,
yards to go.
very heavy senior class for these Bruins, who are 6-0 on the season, stand atop of the region and currently in the top 5 in the state in Class 6A. So
2-0 in the region, Coach. Very likely a playoff team here at Franklin tonight that we're getting to see on display.
Wilson going to get flushed out of the pocket, a thrown across. Lucas Young got a chance and a first down.
Wilson's pass complete to Lucas
And Brewer
Young.
Wilson on the run and a big pickup for the
Shepard Smith
Admirals.
with the stop.
Shepard Smith with that tackle. That was a huge tackle in the open field. You don't want Lucas Young to get loose out there. Get this crowd excited. We got homecoming here tonight.
Franklin first down. First and 10 Admirals.
And these fans are excited over here now that they're on the 31 on Brentwood territory.
So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 31. The Admirals in business to try to get this score right. And it's going to be a trick play. Halfback pass and no flag. Yes, sir.
Luke Thompson
So they had
pass
Luke Thompson coming in motion.
intended for Lucas Young is incomplete.
Former
There's
quarterback
flags on the
giving
play.
it a toss over there, and you can't get your hands on him that early.
Yep, so Luke Thompson received the jet sweep handoff. He, former quarterback you mentioned in middle school, and probably got the benefit of underthrowing him where the
That's often how those pass interference calls come in.
absolutely.
So Franklin's in the red zone.
15 yards or pass
Gacka
interference.
in the backfield
First
here
and 10 for
with
the
Brewer
Admirals from the
Wilson.
Brentwood
So
16-yard
our
line.
first opportunity in Williamson County TV red zone. I just made that up, by the way, DP. So here comes Gacka going into no man's territory right there, stacked up by a host of Bruins.
Yeah, gang of Bruins on the tackle. Stuffed that
Sean
middle
Gacka
pretty
on the
well
carry.
on that inside zone. And here we go, 2nd and long
Pissarro
here,
in on the
Coach.
stop.
2nd and 8.
It's a gain of 2 yards on the play. It's second and
Admirals
8.
looking pretty good here in the first quarter offensively as we're moving the ball inside the 20 into the 15, 16-yard. Gacka going to take it, get right up the gut. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to settle for 3
Gacka
or
on the carry.
you talked about setting up something.
4% on the stop.
Yeah, Coach, it looks like we're at about 3rd and 5 here at the 14. Gacka helmet is off. He's coming to the sideline, so we're going to see Kia Hamilton in the
It's a
backfield
gain of 4
again.
yards on the play. It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
I would be surprised if they went with that inside run again here, Coach.
Well, there goes Flynn in motion. Maybe look for him in this red zone. And there's Hamilton right up the gut, and he's going to be short again. Are we trading field goals here, DP?
Kia Hamilton on the
It
carry.
looks like that's what we're
Will
going to
Adcock
see
with the
here.
stop.
But we haven't seen the field goal team run out. And here they come.
Spoken into existence.
That's right. That's right. Looking to tie it
Gain
up
of 2 yards on
early.
the play. It's 4th and 2.
Well, we've already seen a halfback pass from Coach Melton, and do we see a fake field goal?
Thompson King into attempt. The 25
Maybe I'm
yard
asking
field
too
goal.
much.
The conditions might be set up for it at 4th and 2, but it
Whoa.
looks like they're going to
High snap,
set it down.
kick is up, and it's good
And the kick is good.
by number
With 1:56
That's
to go in the
Thompson
quarter, your score is
King,
Franklin
Coach.
3.
Thompson
Brentwood
King.
3.
Thompson King ties it up here at 3-3. We've got 1:56 left in the first quarter. Franklin will be kicking back off here to these Bruins.
Well, give credit to Aaron Perry, the holder right there off the high snap. He snagged it and gave Thompson King a good hold right there. So, homecoming night here at Franklin High School, all the activities that went on. I mean, we
And
talk
Guadalajara.
about focus on a homecoming night for football.
The UPS store.
Absolutely. As we pulled up, we
And to
saw
their
all the
platinum
awesome
plus
floats out
sponsor,
front,
Pinup Skin Day Spa.
front of this
Pinup
beautiful
Skin
school.
Is a premier med spa and boutique
Got to
offering
see
a variety of skin
the
treatments
court
and
come
products
out
for the
prior
face
to the
and body.
game.
Pinup is
A lot
the
of excitement
official
over
tanning
here,
salon
and I
for your
imagine
Franklin cheerleaders.
Coach Melton is excited to have this tied up here at the 156 mark. And we're getting a little party in the USA over here, Coach.
Well, Franklin High School, the student section here is second to none. They know how to bring the excitement. So here we go with a minute and 56, tied at 3 in the first quarter, and now
Got Wayne Wells stepping up to kick this off.
Wayne Wells set the
Wayne
kick for
Wells.
Franklin.
let's see what he does.
Nathan Ball deep. for
Nathan
Brentwood.
Ball is deep, and Wells just going to pooch it. Fair catch. And wait a minute. Got an early whistle? No, that's just don't hit the return
Jackson
guy.
Allen signals for the
Jackson
fair catch.
Allen signals for that fair catch, and they're going to be starting at the 28.
So last week, the Franklin Admirals just fell short to the Summit Spartans 13-7 in a low-scoring game. If you took the under, you were in great shape.
Brentwood will
Hey,
start the
several
drive
close
first and 10
games in a
from the
row, so I
28-yard
know
line.
Franklin's trying to get off the schneid right here.
So
We
here,
got Walker, Baylor Hayes, excuse me. Walker Hayes. I was thinking of a little fancy like, Coach. Sorry about that.
so Hayes in and out, in and out.
Plenty of
Time. He wants to. Oh, man, can he get away from here? And a huge play.
Yeah, nice scramble after getting out, flushed out to the left. He came
Hayes
with a
Keith.
little
Elmore
less
gains it
ball
down.
security than his Coach Finch would probably like to see there, but
Gains good for Brentwood.
Well,
First down.
Let me say this, DP.
First and 10 from
Coach
their own
Finch had talked
42.
about Baylor Hayes as a quarterback, but he talked about the strong part of the team being the O-line. He felt like this was his best offensive line in a long, long time at Brentwood. And you could see right there with the time that he had to line up and try to throw it. Good for Baylor Hayes not to force the ball down the field because a lot of high school kids like to just chunk it.
another low exchange there from the center. And he gets swallowed up by number 26 and
Nelson on
number
the carry.
18 there. That's Thompson
Dykstra
King,
and King and on the
Jacob
stop.
Dykstra. Good
Gain of
open
1 yard
field
on the
tackle,
play.
and now we've got
It's second and
and 9 here. Brentwood continuing to mix up these formations. They're going trips up top.
Well, trying to see if Brentwood can find a mismatch out there. Great strong throw and over the outstretched arms. 7.
I got you, Coach. That's J.T. Gowris.
And on the
Hayes
the
pass
defense
intended
right
for
there, Sean
Gallagher.
Gacka playing
Incomplete.
star running back / star defensive back tonight.
Yeah, that overthrow helped him out a little
Gacka
in
on the
that
coverage.
defensive position because that could have been a big gain there for the Bruins.
It's third down and 9 yards to go.
So a big 3rd and 9 conversion here as time is about closing out here in the first quarter.
Going 5 wide. So
Yeah,
it's
5
either
wide,
gonna be
plenty
a-
of time. Open receiver, but overthrown.
Hayes' pass is incomplete.
Overthrown there. Luke Thompson in coverage.
Ball was the intended
Was in pretty
receiver.
good position,
Yeah.
but that ball was a
fourth
little
down.
off target, so here comes the punt team.
So talking about a clean uniform for quarterback for the Bruins, Baylor Hayes. I
Luke
mean,
Armstead in punt formation
hasn't
for
been really
Brentwood.
pressured at all. Plenty of time to throw,
Thomas
just kind of
Tillman's a single
misfired
safety
right
for
there.
Franklin.
Here comes the first Bruin punt of the night. Oh, we got a lefty. Oh, and that's going to – oh, man, they're going to – touchback.
Punt rolls into the
Luke
end zone for a
Armstead
touchdown.
with
Yeah.
a big boot on that rugby
Wow.
punt.
From the 43, so 57 yards with the aid and assistance of the turf.
Yeah, it looks like the Bruins are hustling downfield to cover that up and try to pin them deep, but just rolls into the end zone. So we're starting from the 20 again.
Franklin will start
And that
first and 10
possibly
from
could have
their
been
own 20.
twice that they would have had to start it inside the 2 or 3 yard line. They've gotten lucky both times. So here we go, possibly the last play of the first quarter as Brewer Wilson lined up Hamilton in the backfield. Just a simple handoff, and this time gets just stopped by 57.
Hamilton on the carry.
Yeah, that's Cooper
Cooper
McAfee
McAfee in on the stop.
with the tackle, and that's going to be the
And that's gonna be the
last
first
play
quarter. We
of the
scored
first
Franklin 30.
quarter.
Brentwood,
And we're knotted
30.
up at 3 as we switch sides here, Coach.
Yep, so 3-3, just like you said, DP. Second quarter coming up. We're going to flip sides here, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. DP, I got to ask you, I mean, when's the last time you've been to a Williamson County football game this close to the student section? It's been a while, right?
I made it to a Brentwood BA game earlier that Brentwood took at the end of the game, a close one, a nail-biter, if you will.
Well, I guess my follow-up was, you know, when we were going through school, you know, we didn't have speaker and music playing during the game. I mean, it was just us, right? Cheering as best we could. We weren't singing along with any kind of Taylor Swift or Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah, Coach, if you heard the word Bluetooth, you were going to see the dentist immediately. Get that thing checked out. We definitely would be concerned. We've got some great dentists here in the Williamson County area, so we could probably get that taken care of.
When you book your first service.
Speaking of x-rays, I don't think my dentist when I was a kid used to put that cover on me. I mean, that vest?
That might be what's going on with your hip right now.
That may be. I need a Bluetooth into that. Well, here we go. Paul Breece, Daniel Poston on the call here. Second quarter of our Williamson County television game of the week here. Hopefully you're catching us on YouTube. It's going to be there forever. Oh, and we got a little jump right there.
A little early.
That's a free 5.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, jumped off sides.
55?
It's
okay.
55, getting a little antsy, a little jazzed up. Started second quarter. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
Who can blame him on a beautiful night like the one we had tonight? I know everybody's getting ready for those hoodies and pumpkin spice lattes. Tomorrow morning might be the perfect time before these college games kick off, Coach.
Here we go. That's going to be Hamilton. Going to be close here. We're going to be about 3rd and 1 right here, so big-time conversion coming up for the Admirals.
Yeah, that penalty followed by that inside give is going to get him a 3rd and 2 at the 23.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Gacka coming in for Kia Hamilton. They've been leaning on that inside give. And the big boys from the Bruins have done a good job of keeping them to minimal gains there.
So a crucial call here by Coach Collins and the offensive staff. And there's a quick handoff to Gacka. He's going to spring loose here to get the first down and brought down by number
Gacka on the carry.
29 for the Bruins.
9, that's Jack Zach on the stop. Big tackle there. Looked like Gacka could have gotten a little squirrely in the open field. Do know that he is
It's again
a
7
quick
yards on
one
the plays. First down,
back
Franklin.
there, running back.
1st and 10 from their own 35.
So another first down for the Admirals.
Oh, and Wilson this time tucks it and goes down for about a gain of 4.
Yeah, the first time we've seen
Wilson on the
Brewer
keeper.
Wilson keep it on that play.
Humble on the stop for Brentwood.
So a nice decision
Gain of
because
4
I
yards
think
on the play.
the
It's
Bruins
2nd
have
and
really
6.
sold out on that first handoff.
Absolutely. Looks like they've only been averaging 2 or 3 on that 1st and 10 run.
Well, haven't seen the Admirals go to the air this drive, so we'll see what happens. Whoop.
Right on cue.
Uh-oh.
Little
We're
play
going to lay it
action.
loose. Wills Jackson, jump ball. And another tremendous defensive effort by the Bruins secondary, number 30.
Yeah, Shepard Smith was
Not
ready
slip on
for
the
that
coverage.
one, but another great placement on that ball, Coach. It looks like they're setting it up
There's
to hit
36.
one big, and that would get these fans excited and get some juice on this sideline in what we've had a great football game so far.
So, not the first time we've called Shepard Smith's name back there. I mean, guy's a ball hawk. And I don't know if they're purposely trying to pick on him. With obviously Jackson Lowe on the other side, I guess they've tried to decide to go away from the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking they've got a nice height advantage with Jackson. There's a swing pass out to Gacka. He's going to get the first down and maybe more.
Wilson's pass is complete to Gacka.
The tackle there by 27, Johnny Silvestri.
Silvestri on the stop.
If he was able to get to that edge, that could have been quite a few more yards for the Admirals. They're going 1st and 10 here at the 48.
And I like the tempo, right? I think the Admirals going to use a little more of the clock. I think it's to their advantage, not to speed the game up. Keep it close to the 4th.
Very Titans-esque, if you will.
That was very close.
Jack Flynn in motion. Brewer Wilson's going to keep again. Looks
Wilson
like he's going to
keeps.
rip off about 6 or 7 there. And they're on the
Stop
other
off with a
side of
stop.
this in Brentwood
Instead of 7
territory.
yards,
Well,
they're playing second
here's
and
what I'm
3.
thinking, DP. I think that each Admiral offensive series, they have set up that long pass opportunity with a lot of lull-to-sleep runs between the tackles. They've tried to go up top. They've missed out 0 for 3. But like you said earlier, I think they're going to try to hit one and convert on one, excuse me. So here we go, second and about 3 from about the 45 here. Early in the second, that's a long throw across the way, and there's our guy, Shepard Smith, right? Number 30
Wilson's pass is
on the play.
incomplete, intended for
Yeah,
Jackson.
back to Jackson. It looks like he's following Jackson on either side of
So-
the field.
Yeah, I think you're
They've
exactly
got
right.
Number 2,
That's
Jackson Lowe,
who's a college prospect.
marking Lucas Young, trying to limit that speed from number 3 over here for the Admirals.
We could jokingly say Jackson Lowe is portraying the two tight ends for the Titans, and Myles Garrett is Lucas Young. We'll go into that further after this play.
I'm still in my morning state from that game on Sunday, Coach, so I don't think I'm ready to talk about it.
Okay. So Wilson got plenty of time. Open receiver, Lucas Young. Jackson Lowe picks it off,
That crossing route.
and it's incomplete. The referees, both referees coming in and saying he dropped it.
Yeah, nice crossing route action there. Lucas Young came in on the post right in midfield. It looked like that pass was a little late to get there. He was open.
It's 4th down.
I bet Brewer Wilson would like to have that one back.
Well, I think you're exactly right. I think that's the one pass all night that we've seen that hung up there and really didn't give the receiver a chance. He was open, but then a part of me thinks, is Jackson Lowe got
Ball
enough
is
coverage
for
speed to
Brentwood.
make it give him a false hope, a sense of, hey, he's open. I'm going to close in on that and catch that.
Yeah, he undercut it, but it looked like he was there. Thompson
Uh-oh,
King.
uh-oh,
Oh, he's
what's he
decided
going?
to keep it, Coach.
And that is a huge.
King keeps.
It was maybe their special teams is a read it option here where they can punt it or run it. And Thompson King, that is a long run. Even though it's 4th and 3, he's backed up 10 yards, so it's really a 4th and 13 situation.
Stop short of the first
What do you
down.
think about that?
Brentwood will take over on down.
With it being tight, Coach, this field position could have been flipped on the field about 30 or
First and
40
10 from
yards,
Brentwood,
but we're going to be
46.
starting from the 46.
Yeah, I think you don't give a team that's 6-0 a break like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have that short of a field.
Uh-oh, here comes the slip screen. The 34.
Oh, he's
And
loose,
Nelson
Coach.
in open field.
He's loose, Coach. How many
And a
times?
late flag, possibly a face mask or
Hayes pass complete to Nelson.
How many times do we
There's a
see
flag on
this
the
in
play.
football where the quick change of possession, maybe a mistake that the Admirals would like to take back, and Brentwood takes absolute advantage of it on that screen to number 34. Great run after catch there by that's Gavin Nelson again.
Holden, number 42 on the offense.
After the 10-yard penalty, the play will still result in a first down.
So a hold downfield by the Bruins. Going to still get the positive yards. 10 yards from the spot. So inside of the Admiral territory are the Bruins.
Brentwood penalized 10
Tremendous
yards
play call, though, right, DP?
with a holding.
Absolutely. Had everybody going the other way and
It's
slipped
first
them
and
out
10
to the
from Brentwood
left.
41.
A lot of open turf for Gavin Nelson.
So let's see right here if the Bruins go back to the run with Nelson. And and a great job. Who's that 44? Walker Wells
Nelson
on a
the
nice
carry.
stop. Kind of undersized
Walker
linebacker
Wells on the stop.
DP, but he always seems to be around the ball.
Tough as nails, tough as nails. Former
It's a
wrestler.
gain of 2 yards on the play.
He's got that little bulldog in him.
It's 2nd and 8.
Speaking of student sections, the Brentwood student section has
Uh-oh.
shown up in droves as well, and they're excited about this opportunity. 2nd and 8 here from the 39.
So here we go. Hayes, quick throw to Merrill. Reels it in. It's going to be held up, and Thompson King drags Merrill down. Going to be
Pass
3rd
complete to Merrill.
and short. Let's see if
King getting on the stop.
Yeah, Thompson, King, and Gacka were able to keep him from getting to that first down marker, but it looks like they're trying to get
6
Merrill in
yards on the play.
space, give him the opportunity to make some run after the catch.
It's
Load
third
up
down,
on that
2 yards
yak.
to go.
So here we go. Hayes trying to hard count. Got plenty of time here. 7 seconds remaining on the play clock. Nelson handoff. Nelson plenty. And there's the first down conversion.
Yep, back to that offensive
Nelson on the
line,
carry.
coach.
Coward
Third
getting
and-
on the stop.
Just a few, and they decide to go inside and pick it up.
Game's good for a Brentwood first down.
Kind of a no-brainer, right? I mean, you know your
First
strengths.
and 10 from the
And,
Franklin 26.
you know, you try to sometimes outsmart yourself with the hard count or motion. And just line up. You know what you got.
That's right, that's right. Let the big boys do the jobs. Pick up a few, convert that first down, and we've got Nelson in the backfield again.
Uh-oh,
They
he's
fake
wide
it to
open.
Merrill.
And overthrows him. They had him on the fake out to Merrill, and that's number 5.
Yeah, that was actually number 6, Coach. Mason Ball, you might need to put those glasses on.
I'm going to have to put him back on. You're right.
With a long pass and overshoots him again. Maybe excited in this atmosphere. A few balls overthrown from
Baylor Hayes.
Baylor Hayes. I know he's usually on target with those passes, and I'm sure he'll settle in here in the next few plays. And
Jackson Lowe, plenty of room. He could take it to the house. A fumble out of the back of the end zone. Are they going to let it go? Oh, my goodness. That was close as Thompson King.
yeah, watched it just wiggle across that back line.
And
A huge play, Coach.
so don't give the Admirals life. The second pulse is out. You're going to see Lowe had plenty of room. Let's see who comes from behind and swipes it. It looks going to be like number 5. Gacka is going to chop.
Oh, right off his knee, Coach, through the back of the end zone. Thompson King
He may have just needed to swat it out of
could have
bounds.
covered that up.
As Merrill almost got to it.
Yeah,
that would have been
a huge swing, a point swing right there.
Yeah. So the Admirals still tied up.
We've yet to have a touchdown. That was close from Jackson Lowe, but you can tell that speed is electric.
Hamilton on the carry.
He would love to have had that covered up a little tighter to put the Bruins up by a touchdown.
Yeah,
But here
3
we
yards
are,
on the
3-3. Just the
It's
way
2nd
you
and
said.
7.
Coach Melton wanted it. Keep it tight.
Yep, let's run some clock.
This is definitely going to afford them the opportunity to eat up a couple minutes Earl Wilson checking that wristband for the play. Looks like he's making a little change, checking in with his offensive line, making sure they know what.
4 seconds. And they're going to have to call a timeout, DP. So got a little too much for him there.
Timeout, Franklin.
Had to use a timeout. So with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left till halftime, your score in our Williamson County Television Game of the Week, 3-3. Paul Breece, Daniel Poston
You can keep up
making
with
the
all
call.
Franklin Admirals athletics this school year by
Excited to
following
be
Joe
here
Williams
with you,
and
Coach.
Charles William at the Williamson Herald. That's the
I'd love to have this
Williamson Herald,
conversation with you,
Williamson
but
County's sports
this
source.
opportunity with you allows my wife the opportunity to hit that mute button and not have to listen to us drone on in her ear as we talk about this exciting football game here at Franklin High School. Beautiful field, I've got to say. Williamson County has done a great job of upgrading all their facilities and loving the greenery on the field and the excitement of the bands.
Well, we got a good one. The homecoming festivities were pre-game, so we're going to get a full glimpse of your first time to see the Franklin Band in action in a tribute to Dolly Parton.
Oh, the GOAT. Dolly is a Nashville treasure. Maybe even a national treasure.
Oh,
Coach.
absolutely. Lucas Young going to try to get out, swarmed. Number one.
Young.
That bubble screen
McKim and on the
gets him
stop.
halfway there, but big decision here from Coach Melton, and know he wants to keep this
Just to get
drive
3 yards on
going.
the play. It's
Going to have to
3rd and 4.
convert here at 3rd and 4.
Well, the one guy that's kind of been quiet on this offense for the first half for the Admirals is number 9, Jack Flynn, kind of the H-back tight end. This would be a place to look for him on a 3rd and short.
He leaks out.
Uh-oh, we're going downfield.
Looks like 16 had some separation there.
Wilson's
Luke
pass is
Thompson,
incomplete.
good
Intended for
speed.
Luke Thompson.
Luke Thompson, probably one of the fastest kids on the field for the Admirals. Had a little separation right there. So 4th
He's in the
and
front
4.
Franklin.
They
Ball was deep for Brentwood.
dodged a bullet, right, DP?
Absolutely. That quick change of possession looked like it was going to lead to points for the Bruins, and Thompson King's back there punting. I imagine he's going to let this one go this time.
Safe snap. Thompson King going to be caught cleanly by number 6.
17 in coverage, sends it back inside. Oh, 57
Ball on the
saves the
return.
tackle. That
Hood
looks like it
Lemons on the
was
stop.
Preston Hood Lemons. Good tackle there by 57.
So a nice return by Mason Ball Jr. A little shifty right there.
Yeah, that wide receiver playing kick returner as well. You can see why they like to have the ball in his hands. I imagine
Franklin 36.
they might be looking his way or Merrill's way after the turnover on the last possession.
So I'm sure Coach Finch, the Bruin head coach, is looking for any points right now after the missed opportunity last drive.
They're going to get the ball at half again.
Oh, he's going up top. This is a big throw.
There's Luke Thompson on the coverage,
Hey,
running step for step with him.
Hayes
That
pass
would have had
intended
to
for
have
Ball,
been
incomplete.
a perfect pass, and they're going back to ball
Luke
there.
Thompson on the
Yeah, I
coverage
mean,
for Franklin.
You had a guy that just returned the punt. That
It's
gets
2nd and 10.
the guy that just
Well, they set him up on that pumped bubble screen with the go route behind it and couldn't convert. But Mason Ball, you can tell, good speed out there, and Baylor Hayes trusts him.
So 5 seconds here. We've got a quick snap need to come if you're a Bruin fan. Here we go. Plenty of time. Now we're going to get some.
Yeah, 55.
And sacked!
Pressure.
Hayes is sacked on the play.
18.
Luke Denman chased him off the spot. And Jacob Dykstra comes in and cleans it up. That is a big loss for the Bruins. And just when you were talking Bruins thinking points, we're backed up way big, Coach.
Yeah, so we'll see right here. Take us through it, DP.
Yeah, I'm a math guy, and I don't know. That might be third and a mile.
It's a loss of 13
It's 24.
yards on the play.
Third and 24.
It's third down and 23 yards to go.
23, sorry on that correction.
Well,
But it's going to have to be a pass if they want to convert.
well, we're going to call a
Or are they
timeout.
gonna
And
go
Coach
with
Finch is
Their
definitely
first
going to
timeout and a
call
half.
and talk about it here.
They try to get it to one of those shifty receivers out in a little space and pick up a big gainer.
The Franklin High School cheerleaders would
With
like
some
to
yards
thank
after
their gold
catch.
sponsors for the 2023-24 seasons. La Hacienda, Publix, My Windows.
Well, the rest of
Toyota
Williamson
of
County,
Cold Springs,
for the majority, is
Rachel
also
of
homecoming
Samuel
weeks for a bunch of the
Chewy's,
other schools.
Sugar
And
Drop Bakery,
you know what they
The
say,
Rock Place,
pick your homecoming
LLC.
opponent wisely.
My
Franklin says,
Salon
you know what?
Suites,
We'll take anybody on homecoming.
Clayton
Absolutely.
Blunt, State Farm Insurance.
They know this is a big rivalry for them, and great
Hastings
crowd out
Architecture,
here.
and
Good energy in the
X3
building.
Recycling Solutions.
Keeping it tight early. 3 minutes until halftime. I know Franklin would love for this score to remain the same or get the opportunity for another possession here. If they can get a stop
It's
here
third and
on
long.
3rd and 23.
So here we go. We got pressure off the edge as Walker Wells. Hayes going to throw it across his. And that is a huge pickup for the Bruins.
Hayes' pass is
Now,
complete.
decision time for Coach
Merrill.
Finch.
Yeah, it
Fourth
looks
and
like
about 9, right?
Clayton Merrill got about 15 there. That might have been a pro-style catch, Coach. It looked like he had 2 feet
It's
down.
4th and 9.
Fourth and 9. They're rolling with it, Coach.
Well, here we go. So Hayes with the hard count, see if he got a free 5, but it's not happening. The Admirals stay right where they are. And here comes a timeout. So back, we're going to some extra time to
Timeout Brentwood.
talk about
The
life.
second timeout of the half.
Absolutely. They take that second timeout. Looks like you said, using that hard count, trying to get a free play or possibly a shorter opportunity at 4th and 4. But it remains 4th and 9. Timeout.
High School's official sports medicine provider. Alexis Board is your certified athletic trainer, and Dr. Matthew Anderson is your team physician.
I know they had that long
Visit
40-yard
us at
field goal earlier, but
boneandjointtn.org.
would they trot out a field goal attempt here of
Don't forget to stop by the
56?
Quarterback Club merchandise table located by the main
52,
gate. They
pardon
have
my-
some new
Yeah,
items
52
and
math.
2023
Yeah,
programs on
sorry,
sale
that's from the
tonight, and will be open
35,
until the
folks.
start
Well, this
of
is
the
huge.
second
I think that's Tyson Moody on the snap. The hold by number 30. You know his name.
That's right. Shepard
Hayes
Smith.
attempt a
Smith.
52-yard field goal.
Huge going by 3s. Snap, hold, kick. Not going to happen. But it's going to be close. It's going to be wide left.
And
Good
the kick is no
distance,
good.
but wide left. Franklin is excited to get this ball back. Huge stand on that sack by Dykstra. And that saved that possession for the Admirals. And here we go.
You know, Coach Finch realized, hey, if we can get it to the end zone, the Admirals still have to take the ball at the 20, make, with the miss. So just as good as probably a punt. It's going to make them have to go 80 for a touchdown. So with 2:46 remaining here on WCTV, the game of the week, we're tied at 3. Homecoming night at Franklin High School.
They're going 3 wides with Jack Flynn in motion, coming to the left side.
Uh-oh, busted
For
play.
Wilson keeps.
Wilson keeps.
Turf Monster's gotten a couple of them tonight.
Yeah. It's like John Bon Jovi. He's halfway there, Coach.
Runs good for a 4-yard gain.
Speaking of halfway there,
It's
Independence
2nd and 6.
28, your Overton Bobcats 0. Not halftime yet. They could be hitting a running clock pretty soon.
Johnny O getting blanked 2 weeks in a row. my alma mater, but we still love our Bobcats, our Davidson County brethren.
Uh-oh, quick throw, pick, underthrown, and number 6.
Wilson's pass is
Trying to
intercepted.
get it to Wills Jackson, number 7, JT Gowries, or excuse me, number 6, that's
Mason
Mason
Ball, yep. The guy's been all over the place.
Playing both ways, returning kicks, playing wide receiver with a huge interception. I think that was probably the last thing Coach Melton wanted
After the interception.
here before the half.
I think that is probably the worst possible case scenario other than a pick 6. So here
Brentwood
comes
with the short field. Only one timeout, Coach.
That's right.
They used 2 on that last possession, trying to shorten their field. And we've got Gavin Nelson in the backfield. A rollout. Number 6, Mason Ball.
Man, dude does not get a break, does he?
Yeah. Hey, here's your reward for that interception. Thanks, bro. And we are now at 2nd and 2.
Hayes' pass
You know,
completes the ball.
our producer,
Well,
Lance
then
West,
on the
he's
top.
always a big Kia Hamilton guy. You know, I'm going to ask him maybe at halftime if he's a Mason Ball guy because he is all over it. And here we go. Admirals covered it up nicely. And he's just going to throw it away as Baylor Hayes.
Dykstra on the pressure again.
Hayes'
Had
pass
that
is
huge
incomplete.
sack on the last Brentwood possession. Coach, it looks like they're sending that wide receiver wide, flashing him, trying to fool one of these cornerbacks into blowing some coverage, but Franklin's held tight on it so far.
It's 3rd down.
So huge 3rd down for the Admirals defense to hold after. Here comes Jackson Lowe, who is going to just eke through for a 1st down. But we got a stoppage in play.
Low
Did
on the
we?
carry.
Yeah, what's going on that sideline,
yeah,
Coach?
There's a flag on the play.
The ref at the bottom made a call.
Illegal formation. 5
Had a little laundry on the field. They're calling a legal formation.
5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Too many men in the backfield. We're backed up to 3rd and 8 with 1:29 in the half. Ball's at the 26-yard line.
It's 3rd down and 8
Oh,
yards
Jackson
to go.
Lowe still in the game.
Got Merrill in the slot and Mason down below him. He's rolling out to their side.
Oh, Merrill. What a catch.
Good catch
Loose.
by Merrill. He's able to evade the tackle, and
Hayes pass complete to Merrill.
Zach Cohort was close
Good
on
for
that
Brentwood,
tackle, but he was
first
going to
down.
have a 1st down anyways. He was able to squirm out of his arms and get a
First
few
and goal
yards
from just inside the
closer.
Franklin 10.
And we are inside the 10, Coach, with 1:07 and the clock running.
So here we go.
Handoff to
Nelson, who we haven't
Nelson.
seen in a while, but he's inching through and close.
Yeah, a gang of Admirals were able to keep him out of the end zone, but he is close
Wilson on the
now.
carry.
So you talked about it. One timeout for the
Dixon and
Bruins
Dykstra in on the stop.
with 47 seconds. I don't think it's panic mode yet for the Bruins
Second
being
down
on
the 2.
the 2-yard line, and you got Jackson Lowe lined up in the backfield right there next to you.
Yeah. Got
Oh, but a big stop
Nelson
Who's that?
and
coming up from the bottom of the pile is 16 Luke Thompson
Lowe
from
on
the
the carry.
safety spot.
Thompson on the stop.
Now we're inside of a 20
It's
seconds
3rd and goal.
and a loose ball,
oh,
and now disaster has struck
change.
Fumble on the play.
another time for the Bruins.
Yeah, the low snap, Coach. He went to pick it up, and it looked like he just ran into
Timeout, Brentwood.
Jackson Lowe back there and covered it up.
And how many times have we
Live
seen?
for the field goal, it looks like.
Yeah, we talked about the bad snap, right, a few times already tonight. So
Don't miss
that
another
time
Admirals.
really, 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 really hurt him.
Yeah, that center exchange is going to cost them an opportunity to
A year's subscription is
get a
only
run at that end
$65
zone.
purchased through Franklin
And we're at
and $45
fourth and goal from the 6.
Well,
10 seconds. Brentwood used its last timeout.
I think it's automatic field goal time. I mean, you've already gone and tried a 52-yarder. Why wouldn't you go ahead and try a 23-yarder?
Absolutely. Isaac Hayes was money from 40 earlier. Had the distance on that second kick. It was just a little wide left. A solid connection from 52 earlier. This would be a 23-yarder from the left hash. But it looks like we're seeing
what are you saying?
Isaac Hayes.
I think Coach Finch is like had enough. He's like, you know what?
They got trips up top, and that's
now Coach Melton's got to call a timeout. He's like, wait a minute. This isn't what I was asking for.
Right. I think Coach Melton, that may be a little gamesmanship there, Coach.
Yeah, I think you may be right.
Burn a timeout. Make him think about it a little longer.
Or now what if Coach Finch tries the field goal unit back on?
They get that second timeout in a row, I would assume.
Well, I don't know if it's legal in high school anymore. Go back to back.
At a 15-yarder, if
know.
you do it. The time is not on the Bruins side at this point. I know the Admirals would like to see that get to zeros with this score remaining 3-3. What would you reach for in your bag of tricks here, Coach?
I would throw a fade pattern to Jackson Lowe, number 2.
Merrill has been money in the slot.
Yeah. Let's see if is Lowe even out there? I do
There.
not.
Running.
Nope.
The offense back out there. Is that Lowe up top?
Nope. Will they get Merrill on some kind of crossing pattern right here?
They put him in motion.
Oh, my. It's going to be huge. They're going to slide him out.
They're running his way.
Yep, and he's covered up.
Oh,
There's a
they're
guy in
gonna
the
look
back
to
of
the
the end
back.
zone. And he's got enough arm strength to get it there. Touchdown.
Great job on the scramble drill. They're able to hit, I believe that was number 7, JT Gowries. They were flooded to the right, Coach, and Gowries saw that his first option wasn't there, and he just backpedaled to the back pylon. And
Isaac Hayes to attempt the far
a
after.
long throw that is connected for a touchdown. 6-yard pass from
The kick is good.
Baylor Hayes. And
Well, we'll see right here. You talked about they were trying to slip out
Franklin 3.
Merrill out of the backfield wide open. You're going to see
yeah, it looked like
Gowries
Gowries
right there up top, and Hayes.
gives him an outlet. And off balance, completion.
All you need to do is catch it, and he did. And well defended by the Admirals. It's just one of those busted plays where a good quarterback like Hayes makes a play.
Tough throw there across the body, other side of the field.
You know, if we kind of all go back, I mean, Franklin was in survival mode that whole first half, right? The Bruins had a potential touchdown that was knocked out into the end zone, fumbled. They almost dodged a bullet right there. Coach Finch rolled the dice going for it on 4th down.
It paid off for them. They're going to go into the half up 10-3, barring any fireworks on this return here. Probably play it safe, I would assume.
Music City Miracle 2.0. So
Hayes
back
to kick
deep.
for Brentwood.
But we've seen Hayes been booting them
Hamilton is deep for Franklin.
throughout this first half.
There's a squib kick going to be taken up.
Kicks it on the ground. Thompson King on the return. He's trying to get outside, and he's going to get swallowed up by
King on the
number
return.
38.
Special team shout out.
Stockoff
Yeah.
brings it down.
William Stockoff. Get your name in here, son.
There you go.
Great job on that tackle.
Hey, we're halftime. DP for Paul Breece, Daniel Poston at the Bruins 10, the Admirals 3 at homecoming night on our WCTV Game of the Week. Stay tuned for second half action right after this. Welcome back Ladies and gentlemen, to our Williamson County Television Game of the Week here at Franklin High School. You see the moon right there. We got a crazy one so far, 10-3.
Coach, we did a little research at halftime. We got to phone a friend. My wife came in. That is a waxing gibbous.
Waxy gibbous moon. How about that?
A beautiful moon on a beautiful night. Franklin's kicking it off. Brentwood went into halftime with that momentum, that late touchdown to J.T. Gowries. Does Baylor Hayes continue that momentum into the second half? That's kicked deep.
So, again, 10-3 Brentwood. The score for a touchdown is Paul Breece, Daniel Poston bringing the action here in the second half. In a, we talked about it, 6-0 Brentwood against 0-6 Franklin High School. Record books out the window when you bring these two teams, two schools together. No love lost.
A storied rivalry. These kids have been playing each other for years, Coach.
Brentwood Grassland, Franklin Cowboys against Brentwood Blaze. You talked about it. Doesn't matter.
No love lost. I would have to co-sign on that statement.
So here we go. Multiple formations we've seen from the Bruins. A little counter right there. That's your workhorse, Nelson.
Yeah, they put Mullis in motion again, then ran to the other side.
King on the stop.
Leaning on that offensive line.
It's again 7 yards on the play.
We'll see what adjustments both coaches made during the half.
Well, we saw the Bruins' first offensive series. They really relied heavily on their run, and we'll see if Coach Finch has decided to go ahead and keep running between the tackles right here to open up this second half. Different look.
Yeah, Mason.
Oh, and a great open field tackle by number 11 for the Admirals.
Yeah, there you go, Zach Cowart.
Correction, Nelson on the carry, Zach Cowart on the stop.
So Cowart comes up, makes the play, and it's going to be a 3rd and short.
It's no
Check
on
that
the play.
3rd and, well, they have 3rd and 7. There's no way it's 3rd and 7 from there.
Yeah, it looks like about 3rd and 3 here from the 27.
So forward progress, right?
Yeah, they put Mason Ball in motion on that last one. Trying to run a little trickeration to one of their stars.
Here comes the pressure by Wells. Hey, Baylor Hayes down the field, almost reeled in by 25.
Yeah, off the hands of Owen McReynolds there. Walker Wells flushed him out to the right, Coach, and here comes the punt team. If you're Coach Melton for the Admirals, you've got to be happy with that 3 and out. And we've got number 13, Thomas Tillman, back to receive. He's going to fair catch that, and the Franklin Admirals are going to start at the 44.
So the line drive kick going to be fair caught by Tillman, like you said. The Admirals in pretty good field position, DP.
Yeah, he's marking that at the 43. I thought that
generous spot.
Tillman was, depends on which side you're on there.
Start the drive. 1st and 10 from home 43.
So Hamilton's in the backfield.
Yeah, I was going to say Gacka, the starting running back. We had a little taste of him early on in their first offensive series. Now it looks like Hamilton, you called.
Lucas Young going in motion.
So Hamilton going to pick up about 5 right there on a nice run, keeping it simple. This is where Coach Melton, right, DP, needs to keep the clock moving, keep things close. Don't let the Bruins come back and hit any quick strike plays. They have the capability to.
That's right. With points at a premium, they definitely want to extend this drive and get into a scoring opportunity.
Uh-oh. And another hard count. It's going to get and immediately the D-line. I guess if you're a guilty participant of a false start, you automatically know you're coming out. Now, we may have a windstorm down there as the microphone of the referee
Yeah,
Felt
they
like he
need
was
to
in the Sahara Desert right there.
turn that fan down off the microphone
Brentwood penalized 5
for our
yards.
PA announcer
It's
in
2nd and 1.
the stadium.
So 2nd and 1.
We got Flynn in motion.
Oh!
Good keep by Brewer
Wow.
Wilson because
Double
Kia.
nickels. 55.
Kia Hamilton was eaten up by Seth
Wilson
Adams.
keeps.
Wilson looks a little slow to get up, but he looks
Serrato in on the stop.
It's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
like he's ready.
We'll see it right here. It's
For a
like
third
nobody
and
blocked
3rd and
him.
1.
Flynn let him go. That's a Jadavion Clowney kind of tackle right there.
It's a good thing he did not decide to give him that handoff. Yeah, because that would have definitely been blown up in the backfield.
So a timeout here by Coach Melton.
Timeout,
And,
Franklin.
he used a couple
First and
early
1.5.
in the first half. So Coach Melton, not afraid to use him when he needs him. You don't put him in your back pocket if you're not going to use him.
Yeah, I think he wants to draw up the right play for this 3rd and short, make sure that they can continue on this drive.
At the Greystone Golf Club.
Well, we got some scores from around the county. Ravenwood 10, Summit Spartan 0, Independence 28-0 over Overton, Centennial 42, Glencliff 0, Page 43, Lawson 0, Nolensville 14, Hillsborough 7. So those are the current Williamson County schools that we have seen
Once again,
in action.
To thank tonight's
A lot of
game
zeros,
sponsor,
a homecoming
Jamie Newmeyer,
opponents.
and Elegant Aesthetics.
So there you go. 3rd and 1, Coach. What do you got?
Gacka in the backfield,
It's 3rd
maybe an
and 1.
inside give to him just to move the chains and live to fight another down. Low snap,
Uh-oh.
but they're going to Lucas Young.
Oh, and he's open.
Deep.
Oh, no flags. We got ourselves a ball game, DP.
A 48-yard touchdown from Lucas Young. Brewer Wilson had him wide open, and he took it to the house. Pending this extra point, we're going to have a tied ball game again.
So we sat here and thought Gacka, timeout Melton. He says, you know what, guys? Let's take a shot.
Maybe thinking 2-down territory and took the big shot and connected to Lucas Young.
High snap. Kick is up. And it's going to be good. We have a new game here, everybody, on our Williamson County TV. Well, let's check out the play right here. Low snap. Wilson just going to let it go. Really doesn't step into it, but he hits Lucas Young in stride. And that's probably the one time where we didn't see Jackson Lowe, number 2, for the Bruins, defending Lucas Young one-on-one. That time Mason Ball looked like he was on the coverage.
Yeah, that's right. They put Lucas in motion. Hit him on a post route. We got a tie ball game, Coach.
So, in what I would call one of the rowdiest student sections in the county, has this press box moving and shaking.
Yeah.
Fingers
Proud of
crossed
you.
we do
Yeah.
not go down.
It's a good thing you've got that Spotify playlist going for him, Coach.
Man,
Because it's getting the fans excited.
I'm hitting shuffle every few minutes.
That's right. A little Superman swagging and surfing here at Franklin High.
So, here we go. Kickoff coming.
Kick for Franklin. Nelson's a deep
Wells.
man for Brentwood.
They've yet to have one returned, and a short pooch. There's number 9, fair catch.
And number 9 on the fair catch. Walker Childs makes a good decision. Nothing squirrely, and we're starting from the 31. 10-10, Coach.
Man, a close game. And what on paper did not seem like it was going to be like that. But that's why you play the game.
No doubt. We're seeing Jackson Lowe in the backfield again.
Sometimes when you're in desperate situation, you can say bring your star player. Say, let's go.
Jackson Lowe with the lead block. He gets a good one, and 55 is in the chase on Nelson. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by number 8,
Nelson on the
Aiden
carry.
Elmore on the tackle.
Runs him out of bounds.
It looked like that option was set up to go to the other side from Baylor Hayes, but
Brentwood first down.
he chooses to pitch
First
to
and 10 from the
Nelson,
Franklin 40.
and big gainer.
So we've seen that option once early in the first half. They would go back to it right there. This time with Jackson Lowe leading on the block. He sprung him, and now the Bruins are in good shape here at the 40. Different look. Dual.
Yeah, split backs and handed
Oh,
off
man.
to Lowe.
This guy's at, oh, but a fumble again, but it's
Lowe
knocked
on the
out of
carry.
bounds. That's
Lucas
Luke
Thompson.
Luke Thompson on the hit, jarred it loose. And, as the season progresses, right, you got a guy like Jackson Lowe, you just probably got to tell him, hey, we got to secure the ball and live for another down.
Yeah, it looks
Playoff
like he's
time.
checking himself out, Coach.
15-yard gain on the play.
Well, maybe kind of like the false start situation. If you
Runs
fumble,
good for Brentwood first down.
Yeah.
you come over, you get a talking to, you get settled down a little bit.
Brentwood from the
You got to be
Franklin 25.
de-escalated, right? Settle in. You made a big gain. First down. Nelson in the backfield. Give him.
So
Looks like he's going to
yeah.
get that first down on the
Man,
inside carry. Carried a few Admirals with him.
so a nice run by Nelson.
Like Luke
Nelson on the carry.
Thompson. No, that's
Dykstra and
18.
King in on the stop.
Dykstra again, who had the huge quarterback sack in the
It's
first
second and
half
one.
to stymie a Brentwood drive, but they're knocking on the door again in the red zone.
Fake. And a simple touchdown, 16 yards. Hayes to number 7.
Gowries, that's his second touchdown, Coach.
Hayes' pass complete to Galleries.
Many weapons for the Bruins in the receiving core. And with that arm strength, Hayes gets it out there. Quick answer, right? I mean, we've had a defensive struggle,
Absolutely.
and we've had 2 scores pretty quick.
Yeah, we've already outscored the 13 points in the first half, and we're at 17-10. Brentwood. Way to settle in.
Yep, we'll see
Take
right here.
the punch from the Admirals, and good response and a great drive from the Bruins with a mix of that run and pass.
Yep.
Finishing it with a 16-yard touchdown pass from Hayes to Gowries. Now it's time for Franklin to respond.
See the Bruins student section breathing a little sigh of relief after the Admirals tied it up and things were rocking on this side. Kind of quieted down a little bit.
A little bit. Maybe a restroom break or a time to grab a water. Throat can get a little scratchy doing all of that yelling.
And singing.
That's right. That's right. Well,
Hayes set the
Shakira
pick for
now.
Brentwood. Hamilton's the deep man for Franklin.
Isaac Hayes with the squib. Picked up by Kia Hamilton.
Oh. Good for Hamilton. Uh-oh.
Somebody lost
Oh, yeah.
their lid there.
Tegan Lee, number 6.
Hamilton returns
No-
the ball
no
to the
penalties.
37-yard line.
And we got to give credit where credit's due. Both teams been playing
Childs in
pretty
on the
close,
stop.
clean football, penalty-free almost.
Yeah, I think we saw that one. A
First and 10
couple
Franklin from their own 37.
encroachments from Brentwood, but of the 5-yard variety, nothing big.
Yeah. So Admirals with their second opportunity this half. Low snap. Brewer Wilson wants to go back again. They're going to go after him. But this time Mason Ball on the coverage on Lucas Young.
Complete, intended for Young.
What do you think about the play calling here and opening up in the second half?
It's like they're trying to get the ball to their playmakers.
It's 2nd and 10.
Now the question is sometimes, right, you go deep. Maybe do you keep things simple on it? Maybe a quick out and just see if they can get some yardage, right? 2nd and 5 is a lot better than 2nd and 10.
Absolutely, especially with that quick drive that Brentwood just have. You don't want to give the ball back to them with the momentum, so like to sustain a drive here. And there's the handoff you just spoke of. Kia Hamilton.
Wow, what a fight.
Fights for a tough 6 yards there.
Hamilton on the carry.
So good job by the front 5 for the Admirals.
McKim and Silvestri in on the stop.
To make it a
It's getting
reasonable
6 yards on the
3rd
play.
and 3.
It's 3rd and 4.
So a huge play to try to extend this drive. Wilson
Going to the air.
and up the seam. Gaka
Gaka.
going to easily convert on the first down.
Wilson
Yeah,
pass
great
complete to
run
Gaka.
after the catch and sustaining this
Running
drive
down
for
to
the
the Brentwood
Admirals, just what
43.
they needed after the quick score from the Bruins.
It's a gain of 14 yards on the play. 1st and 10 Franklin from the Brentwood 43-yard line.
So into the Bruin territory are the Admirals. 6:43 halfway home here in the 3rd quarter. Bruins showing blitz. Gaka with some room. Going to bounce it to the outside. Wills Jackson with the block. Gaka going to lower the shoulder
on the carry.
and get the first down.
Gaka, 2
Back,
first
out of
down
bounds.
conversions in a row. One on the catch and then one on the sweep to the right.
Gain of 13 yards on the play. 1st down Franklin from the Brentwood 30.
Brewer's going to hand off to Gaka again. Not a first down this time, but several yards on the
Gaka on the
game.
carry. Hadcock with the stop.
Little extracurricular stuff after that one, but
Gain of
no
3 yards
flags
on the play.
again.
It's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Is it time to go back to the air, Coach?
You know, I'd really love to see Jack Flynn, number 9, kind of get involved here, as a lot of attention's gone to Young and Jackson.
And they might have to be moving some of those safeties over to help in coverage.
Oh,
Lucas Young on an out route. That ball
Wilson's pass is
sails on
incomplete,
Brewer
intended for
Wilson.
Young.
And got another big 3rd down coming up.
Zach with the coverage for Brentwood.
Yeah, Jack Flynn looks like he could get loose in the middle of
It's
the
3rd down
field
and
the
7
way
yards
they've
to
been
go.
loosening up the outsides. Those safeties are going
Yeah.
to have to creep over a little bit, but you got a big 3rd down here. An empty set, so either a draw or
well, there's Flynn in
another
motion.
pass here.
Nope. Going to be overthrown and a late
Wilson's
hit.
pass is incomplete, intended for Thompson.
And there's a couple
There's a
Admirals
flag on the
down.
play.
Yeah, it looks like roughing the
Personal foul,
passer,
roughing the passer is the call.
so they're going to get another first down on this one.
That's Sims Armentrout, 54, slow to get up. So a huge mistake for the Bruins.
We just talked about how we hadn't seen a lot of laundry, and Brentwood gives up a
Personal foul,
big,
roughing the passer. Number 58 on the big hit. After this, let's go line. 4th down.
a big mental mistake there, and
It's 1st and 10 Franklin from the Brentwood 14 after the 15-yard penalty.
we're going to be from the 14 at 1st and 10. Wilson almost drew him offsides again.
Yeah. Well, this time this one was on
Flag on the play.
the Bruins.
Like Kia just got a little amped up to get that carry on first down, and
Franklin will be penalized 5 yards for a false
we're going to be
start.
walking back 5 yards.
2 in a row penalties. Should have never said anything. The
Yeah,
commentators jinx.
Put the jinx on him, Coach.
So here we go, 1st and 15, busted play. Wilson going to be closed up
Wilson on the keeper.
for a gain of about 4. Going to make it a manageable 2nd and 10 now.
Stop.
Something out of nothing.
It's a gain of
It
4
looked
yards
like
on the
Luke
play,
Thompson
2nd and
was
11.
heading out for a route and then saw his quarterback coming behind him and tried to seal that edge for Brewer Wilson, but he's not able to get outside.
Wilson going to the air.
Wilson's pass is incomplete.
And
Young.
Lucas Young
There's
says,
a flag on the play.
Mr. Lowe, you've been holding me all night. Finally, he says.
Been a good battle between those two guys on the outside. After the touchdown, it looks like they moved Jackson Lowe back over to Lucas Young's side, and that's going to be pass interference. Oh, they're going to call holding.
So 3 penalties on this series for against the Bruins.
Brentwood would be penalized half the distance to the goal for holding.
So
It's
half
2nd
the
and
distance
4.
to the goal, and we are at the 8, 2nd and 4.
Hamilton going to be stopped. 57
Hamilton
for the
on
Bruins.
carry. McAfee in on the stop.
Yeah, that's Cooper McAfee on the stop.
Very quick.
Yeah, Hamilton didn't go down without a fight, though. You could tell he was still trying to keep those legs moving and push that pile.
The Admirals cannot settle for a field goal here.
It's a gain of a yard on the
DP,
play.
they're going to need 6.
It's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, we've talked about points being at a premium, and trip to the end zone would be
Wilson's pass is incomplete.
And a
Intended
second
for Jackson. There's a flag on the
flag here. Wills Jackson trying to get separation. Jackson Lowe. Looks like may have gotten holding again.
good height out there from Wills Jackson. Put that big paw up in the air and was showing the ref, hey, got a little of my jersey here.
So if this is on the Bruins, yep, it's going to be an automatic first down from the 3.5.
To the goal for defensive holding.
And Gacka
It's first down
in the
and goal
backfield.
from the 4.
Uh-oh, Wildcat.
Wilson escapes the
And
backfield.
Gacka is going to take it. Wildcat trickery. Sean Gacka,
Sean Gacka with a 4-yard run for the
4 yards, touchdown.
That drive belonged to Gacka. A couple huge first down, catch and run, then a little Wildcat action, and
attempt the extra point.
Pending this extra point, we could be tied up again. It's a heavyweight fight. The snap, the hold, the kick
And the kick is good.
is good.
With 3:57 to go in the third
So with
quarter,
3:57 here,
Brentwood
let's see
17,
Gacka as
Brentwood
Brewer Wilson
17.
goes in motion. The defense really doesn't move to it except for the safety. And a good trap block right there on the D tackle. Springs Gacka 4 yards, and the Admirals answer.
give that big boy his due. Who was that right guard?
Sponsors for the 2023-24 season. Sonic.
Great
Battle
block.
Page Insurance. Halfway Market and Diner. Well Shaded Window Tints. Fowler Orthodontics. Q1 for Life Acupuncture. First Company Management. Ascent Eye Care and Eyewear. And Sutter O'Connell Attorneys at Law.
So what is the best Williamson County game tonight? And hopefully you're watching. Somebody send the link to all your friends and family, because this one could come down to the wire. As you see Gacka right there saying, hey, man, we're tied with the number 4 or 5 team in the state. What do you think about that, Thompson King?
Wayne Wells heading back to kick. Do you see another pooch coming, Coach, or does he kick it deep?
Thinking he's going to stick with what he had. He's going deep. And this is going to be returnable. Nelson, and he's going to be stopped by number 11.
Zach Cowart.
Cowart having a big night.
All those guys up in the kickoff return for the Bruins. Looked like they had possibly shifted up, expecting the pooch. And Franklin goes deep with it.
First and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
We're going to start this drive at the 22.
So Hayes going to hand it off to Nelson. He's going to bust out if he gets a block here. He's got some room, and he's going to take a 2 or 3 yard gain into about a 27-yard gain.
Yeah, it looked like Gacka slowed him down.
There's a lot of guys on the Admirals having to go both ways.
Yeah, and then Santino Bruni able to get him out of bounds.
First and 10 from Brentwood 47.
25-yard gain on that rush, and first down for the Bruins.
Nelson on the counter. He's going to be tied up again. Is that Cowart?
Cowart
Nelson on the carry.
ready for it.
Cowart with the initial contact.
They're going to lose a couple, aren't they?
Looks like it.
It's a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11.
Little TFL action for Cowart.
So the senior, Johnny on the spot. So here we go, 2nd and 11. How fancy will the Bruins get here? This is the option look.
Yeah, the full house.
Here comes the option again. Nope, they faked it, and Lowe going to be stacked up. The bottom of that pile, 55.
Denman on the stop.
Luke Denman with the stop there, and no gainer. 3rd and long.
It's no gain on the play. It's 3rd down, 11 yards to go.
Yeah, nothing like a little beaver to get the home fans fired up.
Here we go. Hayes looks
Hayes has got low.
low, and this is going to be an easy first down. And Lowe gets a shot at the end, and here comes the late flag.
Yeah.
Now the tensions and the emotions are starting to get to
Yeah,
the
looks
Bruins,
like
I believe.
Emotions are running hot.
I mean, the Admirals are in a contest that on paper they really shouldn't be in, and the Bruins are like, all right, let's settle down here.
Settle.
So, but this one's going to be on, I think, the Bruins.
Possibly offset.
Maybe
Coach.
offsetting. That's a great call, DP. Personal foul. Defense. Oh, no, that one's straight.
That is 15 yards for a personal
A
foul.
one-way flight, 15 yards the other way.
Welcome to Spirit Airlines. No need to buckle your
That's right.
There are none.
First and 10 Brentwood from the
First and
Franklin
10.
34.
Getting out of his comfort zone with Southwest.
Companion pass all day. Here we go. The Bruins are in business in a heavyweight fight. Low.
Looked like Nelson got a little lean forward
Low on the
early, but Lowe's going to carry that out of the
Thompson
split
in on the
backs.
Again, of 3 yards on the play.
Hood Lamond's on the
2nd and 7.
tackle. 2nd and 7. Clock ticking down in the third quarter, and we are still tied. A little back and forth. Give Nelson.
Yeah. That's a situation where now you're in a third and short,
On the carry.
setting up here.
And Denman in on the stop.
Luke Denman and another Admiral in on the tackle.
So 3rd and 3, a minute left here in the third quarter
Gain of 4 yards on
of our
the play.
WCTV game of the
It's
week.
3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Huge play right here. It's going to be Nelson again on the carry. Squirts through, and he's going to lead for the possible touchdown.
They're giving it to him, Coach.
17 yards.
Nelson carries for the Brentwood.
Looked like
touchdown.
the last Admiral tried to punch it out like they did earlier, but not this time. It's a touchdown for the Bruins, and we are 23-17 Brentwood. Isaac Hayes with the kick.
And it's good. So, with
kick is
48
good.
seconds remaining in the
With
third
48
quarter of our
seconds on the third quarter,
WCTV game of the week,
Brentwood 24,
24-17 Bruins. We'll see Gavin Nelson on the delayed handoff right here. Just going to eke on by, and you see Gaka try to punch it out that time. He's going to lean and get across the goal line, and that's 7 for the Bruins.
Keep up with
Yeah,
all
for a
Franklin High School
10-3
sports
game
by
at
following
half,
the
we have
official
had
Franklin
some
High sports
fireworks
site on
in this
Twitter.
third quarter.
Simply search for Franklin Admiral Sports at WCS FHS Sports.
If you had the over,
The
this
Franklin
quarter
High
was
School
good to
cheerleaders
you.
announced that they
Absolutely.
are silver
28
sponsors
points.
for the 2023-24 season. Signs First Franklin.
Looks like the adjustments at
Subway,
half were focused on the
Franklin
offense,
Cleaners,
and
Hot Works,
things have been
Planet
going well for
Recycling,
the
and
offenses
Waldo's Chicken.
for the past 11 minutes.
Hayes the kick for Brentwood. Kia Hamilton deep for Franklin.
So here we go. Hamilton, tough catch. Going to corral it, head of speed. And he's going to be taken down just about at the 28-yard line.
Hamilton on the return.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting excited to catch that ball on the return, and
Delane and Silvestrian on the stop.
25 yards to the 28-yard line, and
The first and 10 Franklin from their own 29-yard line.
PA announcer is correcting me. That's the 29-yard line. Coach, I might need to borrow that prescription you got up there.
Those are 1.5s.
The Walgreens special.
Hamilton trying to make it outside, and he is going to be bottled up. And wait a minute. And the ref nonchalantly says the runner was down.
Yeah, Will Adcock had a big shot stuff in the backfield, and they are starting behind the chains on this drive.
It's a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Looks like that's going to be the last
It's 2nd and
play
12.
of the quarter. And you see the fours starting to be thrown up.
The third quarter of your score, Brentwood 24, Franklin 17.
So the end of the third on our WCTV game of the week, the Brentwood Bruins 24 and the Franklin Admirals 17. Paul Breece and Daniel Poston along for the call to take us to the house.
Hey, I want to give you a little advice. If you need to use the restroom, this is the time to do it, because we have had a great game so far. Franklin with the ball to start the fourth
Once
quarter,
again, the
and
quarterback club would like to
looking to
thank
tie it up
pregame
again,
meal
Coach.
sponsor for tonight, Waldo's Chicken.
Some punches being traded in that third quarter
You can keep up
with
all
Brentwood in the
Franklin
lead
Admirals
to
athletics
start
this
the
school year
fourth.
by following Joe Williams and Charles Pulliam at the Williamson Herald. That's the Williamson Herald, Williamson County's sports source.
Well, we would go through the scores around the
Evans
county, but
Rivers.
it's a
Evans
lot for Williamson
Rivers.
County and
First
0
to
for the
fourth
other schools.
What about our Ravenwood Summit matchup?
That's probably one we probably need to check on for sure. It was 10-0 at halftime. Ravenwood. We've got 121 people watching the live stream right now.
Hey, shout out to all you beautiful folks. May not be here with us, but you're number one in our hearts.
So here we go. 2nd and 12. Admirals. Low snap. Wilson turns. Scrambles. Is he going to let it go?
5 on the chase. Got the angle on him and forced him out of bounds. Seth Adams will be credited with that tackle.
Well, I do want to tell you that if you're an Independence fan, you're already at the house. 35-0. The final.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. 3rd and 14.
I tell you what, Nolensville High School having all they need with Hillsborough. 14-13. The Knights lead.
For Wilson drops
Screen.
back.
Hamilton, middle of the field. Little shake, little bake. It's going to be very close. But the Bruins stop him, so it's going to be 4th and short.
Hamilton.
That's
He's
not a
corralled at the 37. Going to be 4th and 2. Coach, are you playing this?
wow. I tell you what, they've already taken a chance with the fake punt that did not work.
There's a flag on the play.
And it looks like, but they have drawn the Bruins offside twice with the hard count.
Yeah. But they're telling that defensive line to hold their water on this one.
Franklin
Don't want to give them
penalized
any
for ineligible receiver
freebies.
downfield.
Oh, wait a minute. We have a flag.
Not sure where this flag.
Ineligible man downfield. So the screen, somebody did tell the offensive lineman, hey, hang tight for a second. We don't need you to run downfield. If the pass was behind the line of scrimmage, they can move downfield. That time it was in front, and
That's going to wipe out a big gainer.
that is
and
a
we are
huge.
3rd and 19. They're going to be looking for Lucas Young or Wills Jackson here. They're both at the bottom of our screen.
Brewer Wilson
And he goes
gonna
the
get a
other
quick
side.
outlet to Thomas Tillman
Pass
right there.
is incomplete. Thomas
Wilson's
Tillman.
pass
Yeah.
incomplete, intended for
So
Tillman.
now a no-brainer call right
34th
here.
down.
Yeah, he didn't have much real estate after that catch. If he were to have made it, if he was to make that catch, probably would have been stymied before the first down. And
Thompson King to punt.
Thompson King is back to punt
Ball deep for Brentwood.
with Mason Ball at the 50 to receive.
Oh, and a high snap. Thompson corrals it. Plenty of time. Going to get a little end over end, and that one's going to land about at the 39 of Franklin and bounce out.
Rolls out
So
of bounds
the high snap,
at the Franklin 39.
and now the Bruins back on positive territory.
That's right. He had to rush that one to get it off. And in doing so, may not have gotten a hold of it as he would have liked. And we are starting at the 39. Admiral's defense is going to need to stand strong here.
Well, going to need a stop, like you said, is the Admirals.
Like we had too many men on the field there. Mason Ball ran off a little late. They're going to go illegal substitution on the Bruins. That
Well,
might be just
will
the
be
start
12
that
outside
the
the arc of illegal
Admirals wanted.
substitution.
Definitely. We got to give a quick shout out to our longtime viewer, Andrew Hedges over at Thompson Station Middle School. His middle school football team just won the single A Williamson County Championship. Thompson Station, congratulations, Coach Hedges. Great job. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
I hear that train a-coming.
The Thunder are rolling. All right, so Nelson just eyes his way, and it's going to be broken. And can Gacka catch him? He's coming with the hard punch out. And that time Nelson hangs tight. No flags,
Nelson
DP.
carries.
No flags.
Gacka brings him down
Big
inside the
run. That one's got to hurt if you're the Admirals, but it's not in there yet. Looks like we have a
It's first
player
and goal to
down,
go.
and they're going to stop play.
We do have a stoppage. We got and maybe Gacka over there who's slow to get up after the tackle.
He has been the last line of defense for
Yeah,
the
a few
Admirals
times.
today and has played a great game. Hope he's all right.
He may have hurt his hand chopping down on that football right there. He's holding his wrist a little bit.
Yeah, that would be a huge loss for the Admirals because
Absolutely.
he has been playing well on both sides of the football. Nelson again in the backfield. Is this a carry again? You got
Yeah.
it, Coach. You want it?
It's going to be leaning forward and a score.
Touchdown, Brentwood.
The Bruins extend the lead 30-17. Talk about a tale of two halves, DP.
10-3, a defensive
Hayes in
battle
there
in the
before
first
halftime.
half. The points have been coming in droves here in the second half. And Brentwood is looking to take a 2-touchdown edge. Extra points good from Isaac
Kick
Hayes,
is
and
good. With
we are
10:22
now
to
at
go in the game, the score is Brentwood 31,
31-17.
Franklin
Well, you
17.
see Nelson, just a easy handoff up the middle, and he's going to have to fight for it for sure. Cowart trying his best. He's been all over the defensive end for the Admirals, but this time just couldn't quite do it. And the new score, the Brentwood Bruins 31 and the homestanding Franklin Admirals 17 with 10:22 remaining.
yeah, it looks like they've decided to start leaning on that offensive line later in the game, and
Landscape innovation.
Yeah,
it's paying dividends.
And I think you're exactly right. I think
And
Coach
they go.
Finch
I'm loving
is
it.
trying to get out of here without making too many mistakes, such as a pick six or anything like that. And we're just going to run the ball and try to get out of here on a tough place to play on their homecoming night.
That's
I
right.
mean, it is no easy task, but then you add the extras involved, and we'll just the Bruins will take anything they can get.
Hayes to kick for Brentwood. Hamilton deep for Franklin.
So here come the Admirals, going to try to answer here after the pending kickoff by Hayes. This one is easily going to reach the end zone. Hamilton says, well,
It goes in the
not
end
going
zone
to
for a
happen.
touchback. Franklin will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
So we've got 10:22 left in the game, Coach. Down 2 touchdowns. The Admirals are going to be looking for touchdowns, obviously. And you got to be thinking the air would probably be the most likely attack here.
Kind of amazing here is Lucas Young is going to get wrapped up, but a first
This
down.
is pass complete to Young.
So nice
Lowe brings him
throw and
down.
catch from Wilson to Young. And a first down. So if they choose to do
They
it,
have 10 yards on the
10
play.
yards is a good
1st and
start.
10 Franklin, from
Moving the
30.
chains. That's a good start for this offense. Looking to answer the touchdown from the Bruins.
low snap.
Wilson decides to keep.
And he's going to get drugged down for
Wilson
about
keeps.
6.5 here.
Yeah, looks like
Adcock on the stop.
number 3 and number 57, Will Adcock, and Cooper McAfee getting in on that tackle. Busted play, but
Again, a 7
leads
yards on
to
the play,
positive
7 3.
yardage. We're at 2nd and 3. Looks like they're rolling some coverage over to that slot where
Wilson
Jack Flynn
escapes.
is.
He's going to lean forward for the first down.
Wilson keep.
So a nice job by
Yeah, 53 delivered a shot. Max
Christian Waterman on the
Orifice.
stop.
Well, you talked about delivering the shot. I think this is Brewer Wilson that's down.
Yeah, it looks like he caught it in the back.
Yeah. So this is going to be an interesting call. As I really don't know who the backup QB is. And a flag has come out.
Yeah, it looks like some of those Franklin players were upset with that hit and may have said
Yeah.
something to the zebra out there.
Well, I'm sure
Bengals
the
penalized 15 yards for
I'm sure the
unsportsmanlike
upset is
conduct.
justified. Just the reaction, not is going to happen. So 15 yards. Brewer Wilson is going to come in. Let's see who's going to come in and QB this thing in, at least for one play until
Right, for
Wilson
one
gets
play.
back.
Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of
And-
him, Coach. But that 15 yards is, when you're trying to get something going, going to be costly.
So it looks to me like it's going to be number 20, Tanner Clark, listed senior. And if I was a betting man, DP, I would think handoff. It's tough to bring the backup QB and letting him sling it around immediately.
That's right. That's right. Hadn't seen him warming up on the sidelines. And
Well, and, you know, there's the backwards run as they are moving back deep. It's going to need a country mile to get a first down right here.
right. 1st and 25 for the backup QB.
Well, I was incorrect. They are going to throw it. That's
Tanner
Clark.
pass is
Clark.
incomplete, intended for Young.
Incomplete to Young,
let's see if
and he's staying out there.
he is staying out there. So
So he's way behind the chains, 2nd and 25, and
Wilson
Brewer
gonna
Wilson
come,
is trotting back out there.
Yeah.
Glad to see he is able to get back on the field.
Well, the Admiral fans can now release that breath that they were holding. So here comes Wilson,
Yeah,
low
thankful
snap,
to see him back out there.
and he's going to be just going to slip.
Wilson
Great
Yeah,
pursuit by number 1 right there.
Yeah, he
brings
was
him
able
down.
to escape Maddox
Short
McKim
gain on the play.
before getting sniped by
third
the
long.
turf monster. And it's 3rd and 24. You got to be thinking this is 2-down territory with the score being 31-17 Brentwood.
Well, going to need something.
We got Gacka back out there as well, so that's good to see both those players who had to step out for a momentary pause return to the field, and they're going to get him loose. Gacka with the swing pass.
Wilson's pass complete to Gacka.
Shifty brought down by number 6. That's Mason Ball again.
Yep.
Stock off on the stop. It's 4th down.
So Thompson going to come out to kick on this 4th and 25.
This defense is going to have to make a huge stop on this
Egan to
next
punt.
possession.
Ball deep. for
You got to
Brentwood.
imagine that Finch will continue to run this football, try to shorten this game with
nice punt.
with the lead. Mason Ball, fair catch, and
Ball signals for the fair catch.
sending a little hope to the Admiral sideline for a second, but he corrals it, and 1st and 10 coming for the Bruins.
Brentwood will start the drive. 1st and 10 from their own 32.
Are you going to load the box here, Coach?
Well, that is a great question. The Bruins do such a good job of keeping you off balance with there's so many formations, right?
Yeah, the split backs, the options. We've seen a little full house with 3 running back options back there. And
This time, yep, here we go. The dual backs here on both sides of Hayes.
it's got Nelson and Lowe both out there. Now Lowe's lead blocking.
Oh, and he's got plenty of room. If he gets one more block.
Oh, he fumbled it.
Oh, it's going to be recovered.
Andrew Dixon
And
with
that
his
looks like
recovery
it
for
is
Admirals.
Andrew Dixon on
Wow.
the fumble recovery.
So the fumble bug has really caught the Bruins tonight. Just sloppiness, and we'll see it right here. Mason thought he was in, got punched out by
Luke
Thompson.
Thompson.
Yeah, going to be recovered, and the Admirals back in action. Was plenty of time, DP, plenty.
Absolutely. Ball security, something they're coaching all week, and that is not what the coaches want to see. And Admirals getting a new life here with 7.5 minutes left in the game. Decide to keep it on the ground to Gacka.
Gacka on the carry.
He's swallowed up after a short gain.
McAfee in on the stop.
So
Genevieve
McAfee on
on
the
the
stop,
play,
going to make it
2nd and
2nd and 9.
Cooper McAfee has been racking up some tackles tonight. He's been a busy man.
So Wilson just off
Wilson's pass is incomplete.
to
Intended
Lucas
for
Young.
Yeah, it looked like Jack Flynn was open in the
down.
flat, but Brewers probably thinking chunk plays at this point
Well, you're at
with
the moment.
time not on his side.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need to at least get 5 or 6 right here where if fourth down is an option, you've got to be manageable because gifts like that fumble are not going to happen, especially against a good team like the Bruins.
Yeah, the Bruins definitely gift-wrapped one
Well,
to
they're
the
going to try.
Admirals.
Oh, and the sack!
Wilson sacked on the play.
Looked like number 19.
Yeah.
That's Adler Coward. So another
It's fourth
coward.
down.
Oh, maybe Cousins. Who knows?
Hey, good defense by both of them tonight. That was a huge, huge sack at an inopportune time for Brewer Wilson.
Well, here comes the situation at hand. 6:20. We're going for it if you're an Admirals.
You got Lucas Young at the bottom of your screen and Wills Jackson and Luke Thompson up top.
What is your best 4th and 18 play?
Looks like Lucas Young.
He's going to baseball pass this. Lucas Young going to pick it and catch it over Mason Ball.
Complete to Lucas
And a huge
Young.
first down.
That looked like Lucas Young on the basketball court, a little box out on Mason Ball. Huge catch when the Admirals needed it. First down.
Well, now you see why Brewer Wilson targets
That
Lucas
completion
Young.
for Franklin first down.
If you could throw it up like
First
that,
and 10 Franklin from the
number
Brentwood
3 can bring it
29.
down. Good things happen, and your stat just keep going up. A low snap again. Wilson going to scramble. Lucas
He
in the
sees it
flat.
again.
Going to get a block around the corner. It's fumbled,
Touchdown, Franklin.
and they're going to call it a touchback. No touchdown. As
Wow.
he dove for the goal line. No replay. So what the officials call is what it's going to be called. Get on our YouTube link. Get your friends and family. Let's see if we get a
Franklin
replay
fumbles the
right
ball
here.
for a touchback.
Here we go. Low snap. Brewer Wilson makes something happen. He's going to throw it.
Right before the line, too, and
yeah.
then some yards after the catch.
We had low right here on the missed tackle. We
Wills
see
Jackson
a nice
gets
little.
a nice block, chips him.
He's going to lean forward. And the ball does come out
he
before he
reaches
crosses. So a great play. Is that Mason ball that came back?
From the 20-yard line.
And so the Bruins survive another.
Nelson on the carry.
Opportunity.
Great run after catch by Lucas Young. He reaches out. No, he'd love to have that one back. Made the big play to get his team down there, and a tough break for the Admirals.
So clock is stopped. 5:04 here remaining in our WCTV Game of the Week. Paul Breece, Daniel Poston here. We are still going 9:20 p.m.
That's right.
Some of the other Williamson County schools home and in bed.
No gain on the play.
They had all
Second
running
and 10.
clocks.
I
No running
imagine
clock
they've
here.
Tuned into this one, Coach. We've had an awesome game tonight. Only 2 timeouts left for the Admirals.
All right, here comes that option that's been successful.
Oh, a pitch that falls on the ground.
And it's not going to be. Oh, we got a mad scramble right here. Let's peel the pile. It's going to be.
And it's going to be third
Third
down.
down.
Brentwood
What a call!
snags that.
And we were going to have a stoppage in play.
That would have been an interesting
Franklin?
turn of events, Coach.
Wow. I mean,
Inside the 10.
how many?
Melton uses one of those timeouts to stop the clock. We're at 4:44, but third and about 20 for the Bruins on the other side of this timeout.
How many times are the Bruins gifting the Admirals? They just can't seem to wrap the gift in.
That's right. They're not ready for the holiday season,
No,
Coach.
guess not.
Even though I've seen some trees
What?
at Belk.
Where? Belk?
Belk.
For more information,
Not a sponsor.
go to GoFan.co
Not a sponsor.
No.
to purchase your subscription
Just
today.
Making the connection between a gift-wrapped present and the holiday season.
Well,
you know.
here's the deal. I mean, if Belk wants to give us an artificial tree, I'll take it. I don't have to go to Home Depot and get a real tree, and
Hey,
it's not fun.
you're
fun
looking
times.
for one of those flocked ones, right? It's all the rage.
Okay.
You got to go
Third
flocked with the
long.
white lights.
Oh, man. More of a colored light guy.
Hey,
Old school.
to each their own.
So a huge 3rd and 22, 4:44. Let's see what we got here. Oh, and a Statue of Liberty-esque play going to be stalled out.
Yeah, keeping it on the ground to make Franklin burn that
He's on
last
the
time
carry.
out.
Brunei
Speaking
on
of
the
those
stop.
colored lights coming back, you know that the
Not Franklin.
gold fixtures are also coming back. Bathrooms and
Really?
showers, yeah.
So not stainless steel or
I think it's called brushed nickel.
brushed nickel. Okay.
That's right.
I don't know what I even have, to be honest with you.
Hey, come on, Coach. Come on, Coach.
Franklin Athletic Booster
Listen, if
Club
wood
hosting
paneling
the
is
annual
back
golf scramble
as
Saturday,
and a
October
wall,
28th at the Greystone
that's what I
Golf
grew up
Club.
with.
Sounds like a
Registration's at
fire
7
hazard.
a.m. and the shotgun starts at
There were a
8
lot of
a.m.
house fires back in the day.
Breakfast and lunch will be provided. Please see the flyers posted all
And the
along
unsafe
home
Christmas
side
trees.
fence.
So,
Absolutely.
hey, we're bringing it all around, folks.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Halloween just around the corner.
Spooky season's upon us.
You know what? I heard an interesting topic though that daylight savings time is. Are we falling forward this year or not?
It's falling backward.
Oh, spring. No,
Spring forward, fall back.
Does that make it,
Coaches,
does that make it darker? We're
Darker earlier.
That's fall.
Correct.
Okay. Are we
Correct.
doing that?
I don't know. I think in Phoenix, Arizona, they abandoned that quite a while ago, and they may be onto something.
I think so. 4th and
It's
22.
down.
Punt from the end zone.
Let's see if we get a return here. Or bats. Oh, almost blocked. We'll see if we get a return here by Tillman. It's going to take it to the sideline. Oh, and we are going to have a
Henderson
look.
on the return.
We're going to have a blindside block by
Yep.
Thompson King, 26.
Trying to spring him a few
There's a
more
flag on the play.
yards. Getting a little greedy. Luke Thompson with the flash in front of the, came right across the face of the punter in the end zone. And it looks like they're going to be backing this thing up,
Franklin will be
Coach.
penalized 15 yards for an illegal blindside block.
You saw that blindside block. It's going to cost them that return. What are you thinking if you're the OC, Kerry Collins?
Well,
Lucas Young?
He's down here one-on-one with Jackson Lowe, who for 90% of the night it's been a great battle.
Yeah, each of them have won their share of these one-on-ones.
Franklin will start the drive 1st and 10 from the Brentwood 41.
Maybe Gaka again and a little dump-off pass. We'll see. As Brewer Wilson,
There.
another low snap. That is got to be down the seam. Is it nothing? And we have no flags. Tillman with his feet gets
Wilson's
tangled
pass
up.
is incomplete intended for Tillman.
Looked like the ref was reaching for the laundry in the back, but decided to
Oh,
keep
and a
it
late flag.
up. The emotions could be getting to some of the admirals here. This would be a huge penalty if they were to call a personal foul, which they are.
Unsportsmanlike.
Franklin will be penalized 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Now the clock and chains are against them.
Well, Coach Melton asking this ref, what do we got? So once was great field position after the punt return, had the blindside block, and now the unsportsmanlike. That's 30 yards. And the Admiral's going to have to try to make something happen here. Low snap. Brewer
Crawl
Wilson's
out
going to
of
have
this
to.
hole that they've dug
Oh,
themselves.
it's a nice pass.
Wills Jackson.
Wilson's pass
Yeah.
is complete to Jackson.
Brewer Wilson's going to have to get a chiropractor appointment tomorrow to go all this bending down to pick over the snap.
Yeah, I don't know if those guys work on Saturdays.
Special appointment. Somebody that knows somebody, right?
Possibly. Yeah.
Well,
Goes out of
they
bounds
call it
at the
adjustments.
43.
Just
I need an
Third
adjustment.
down.
That's right. Maybe we've got a viewer out there who's willing to help out QB1 at Franklin High.
So Wilson on a big-time 3rd and 12. Wilson says, I'll throw this as far as I can. And Jackson is going to come up with it.
Pass is complete.
So now we're talking about a manageable.
Oh,
they're giving him the
chains,
First
coach.
down.
I apologize, not a first down.
From the Brentwood 31.
1st and 10. That was a long throw for Brewer Wilson. Needed 12, threw it about 20.
Back to Wills Jackson. Moved the chains after that 1st and 25. And they're back to where they started, Coach.
Goes Wilson. Just a little check down to Gaka.
Gets
Steps
out
out.
of
Wilson's
bounds.
pass complete to Gacka.
It's going to stop the clock, but it looks like they're going to lose
Back to the
two
runs out
on
of
that
bounds.
one.
The loss of 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 12.
3:47 on the clock, Coach. They're going to need
Something
a
quick.
touchdown
Something
quickly. No timeouts.
So now Jackson and Young, the bottom of the screen. Low snap. Here comes the blitz. Middle of the field, and Jackson could not come up with it. Thrown
Wilson's pass is incomplete. Intended
just
for
a bit
Jackson.
behind him.
Yeah, Low coming in may have caused him to take his eyes off the ball, looking to deliver a big hit, jar that ball loose, but incomplete from Brewer Wilson. Tried to go back to the well for the 3rd time. on this drive. And we're at a 3rd and 12. Little deja vu.
Wilson going to throw back across the field to Gaka. He's looking. And a big play by number 57.
Yeah, it looked like McAfee tried to rip that loose.
McAfee on the stop.
Gaka's able to hold on to it. He was trying to find his way to that first down line.
It's 4th and 3.
So this could be the ball game if the Bruins hold. 4th and 3. Wilson scoping it out. Wilson, great snap. Brewer checking down to Gaka. Needs a first down to the 20.
He's going to get it, Coach.
So
he's going to pick it up. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Right in front of the camera.
Gain's good for a Franklin first down. 1st and 10 Franklin from the Brentwood 20.
So
looks like they're going to stop the clock.
Bruins slow to get up. So that is a much-needed break for actually the Admirals. They are been on this side of the football field for a while. So next week, I've been told we will be back. Brentwood versus Centennial. 6-0 versus 7-0. And
y'all
this
had
is
Centennial and Franklin earlier in the year, right?
We did. And the Admirals came up just a little bit short. That was our first game of our WCTV season. Now we're going to get to see the Bruins against the Cougars in a non-region matchup, by the way. No implications at all, except for probably king of the county, king of Williamson County.
Fair enough. Fair enough. New head coach out at Centennial has them on a nice start to the season. So I imagine that will be a great battle next week.
Yep. Let's get you a quick
to kick you off right before fall break, Coach.
Man, not really.
As
am I looking forward to it?
County
yeah,
heads to 30A.
That's right. Williamson County in the south. So here we go, 1st and 10. Let's see what the Admirals can do right here. An out pattern by Young.
Oh, he steps out of bounds and
way out of bounds.
That is going to stop the clock, but
you know, usually
the Franklin fans looking for a little extra half the distance because
you know, usually DP, you got the ref on your side of the field. All it takes is just a little bit right here. Lucas Young definitely giving himself up. And outside of the dotted line as well. That's usually automatic. Gaka going to look for Young again. And he got it.
He did catch that.
He sure did. Put the hands up. Yes, sir. Now the
Bruins don't like the call, but like you said earlier, no replay. We've got a touchdown.
Oh, hold on. We got a little conversation happening while it happened right in front of the referee, so
yeah, he might have missed that tackle out of bounds, but looks like he's going to call that a touchdown there.
Penalized for an ineligible receiver downfield.
Oh, so hey, hold the phone.
Wow.
An illegal receiver down the field.
So the catch,
man, let's see if
we assume was a catch is not going to matter there.
No, not at all. I would love to see the replay on that and see if we could catch the guilty party. That is unusual because that was a straight throw. Unless there's somebody was covered up. And
the 2nd down.
The Franklin faithful not big fans of that call. And it looks like we're going
to have a timeout. Yeah, Coach Finch is going to be like, okay.
This is not going to help the spirits on the Franklin side.
Not at all.
As they stew over that call.
I
didn't see it, Coach, but like you said, it might have been a man covered up, getting a little too far downfield on the pass.
So here we go. We got some finals rolling in. The Nolensville Knights, 2016 over the Hillsborough Burros in a tough contest.
That's Nolensville punching up a little bit, right?
They are, I feel like Centennial beat them. Centennial beat Nolensville last week. I think that maybe they're only a one-loss team to the Knights.
I was saying, aren't they a classification below the Hillsborough Burros? Or is
Fairview, Nolensville is 5A.
5A.
How about the Fairview Yellow Jackets keep on winning over Montgomery Central 34-20. So here we go.
It's second down.
2nd and 6. Still can get a first down, but they're going to need something quick. Middle of the field, wide open. And Luke Thompson.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Thompson.
Yeah, he scaled up to make a grab at that one, and just out of his hands. That would have been the quick score that the Admirals were looking for.
Well, with so much attention on Jackson and Young, Luke Thompson wide open. Maybe you'd love to see a little Jack Flynn down the seam right here, number 9. So 3rd and 6, needs something. There's
flushed out right. He's got Jack Flynn on the crosser. Luke Thompson in the back of the end zone.
Wilson's pass is incomplete.
No flag on the play.
It looks like we're going to.
That looks like Luke Thompson.
Yeah, he's going to be cramping up at least 2:35 here. So Justin Ventline and Doug Capella will be on the call next week. Brentwood at Centennial. I know it's not Team A, but
Dr. Douglas Capella.
Yep, he's going to be back. Justin Ventline, he's going to be more relaxed. But he's got his Vanderbilt Commodores having to take on the Missouri Tigers this weekend, so probably a little nervous.
A lot of great SEC matchups tomorrow, starting with the Georgia Bulldogs and Auburn Tigers at 2:30. My beloved Rebels taking on the LSU Tigers
at
Oxford, Mississippi.
Okay.
And
I
then,
feel you got a shot.
Little UT, South Carolina, looking for some redemption.
Yeah, that is the game last year that kind of leaves a sore spot in my heart because that was the loss. Spencer Rattler
felt like 98.
He was the Heisman Trophy winner that night. Here's the problem I have with Tennessee tomorrow against South Carolina. They always go with an alt uniform. They're going with all black tomorrow. And you know what that means. Not a lot of success with the alternate uniforms for Tennessee. They went against Florida, and the Smoky Grays. They took a fat L, as the kids say.
Yeah. I do remember those black Halloween jerseys from several years ago.
That's it.
Against South Carolina, getting the dub.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous, though.
So if you're doing a little handicapping research, Coach Breece wants you to factor in the uniform selection of the Volunteers. But we're back here, 2:35 on the clock, 4th and 6.
Yeah, this is definitely. I thought it was last time going to be called the game. I got to feel like they need a conversion here, or it's maybe a wrap. As the Admirals are out of timeouts,
it's like Brentwood's only going to rush 3 and drop these 4 linebackers into coverage. And, now they send a few of them.
Oh, he's got to go. Wilson's going to get the first down.
He is going to pick it up with his legs. Clock's going to continue once
Yep.
they set these chains.
Yeah, we need to, again,
Getting
Admiral's
good for a
out of
first
timeouts.
down.
Referees
First and goal,
haven't
Franklin
set it
from the
down
10-yard
just
line.
yet.
So Gacka going to pick up a few interesting call with no timeouts remaining.
Yeah. And they ride him to the ground. A Brentwood player has lost his helmet, so they're going to
Gacka on the carry.
he's going to have to leave the field.
And it's still
Clock is rolling.
Yeah, it's not. Need to kind of have a sense of urgency if you're an Admiral here.
It's second down.
Now, we talked about it right at the beginning of the second half. Keeping those timeouts in your back pocket. There's none left. Wills Jackson. Oh,
Wilson's pass is
off the
incomplete.
back shoulder.
For Jackson.
Make a one-handed grab there for Wills Jackson. Unable to come down with it. Jackson low on the coverage. That's going to stop the clock at 1:41.
Well, it's third and goal. You got to score. There are no first downs.
So your math is saying 2 plays.
2 plays.
It's third down.
So a huge, and we'll see here, and a timeout.
Timeout.
The
Brentwood.
last one, the Bruins are going to call. So we do have a 14-point game, and we have 1:41 left. And
The Franklin fans are still here supporting and looking for a touchdown here late in the game.
Well, what is your assessment on your first look of? Well, you've seen the Bruins this year, if I'm not mistaken. You told me you watched them earlier.
I did. I caught the Bruins against Brentwood Academy earlier in the year. I saw Franklin take on the Cougars with you on the call earlier in the year as well.
So
I have noticed, however, that Franklin has really kept things tight in their last few games, looking to get over that hump with a win. They're down 14 right here, but there's still a lot of positive vibes over here on the Franklin stands.
all right, here we go. And our third down is what the
Brewer Wilson
Brewer
looking
Wilson.
to see
Wilson's pass is
Jack
incomplete.
Flynn there. That throwing across your
Flynn, the
body is
intended
not
receiver.
the easiest throw. You hear about that on all levels
fourth down.
of football. And I'm going to stop you before you say it, Coach, because you've said this is fourth in the game. I think twice.
it's got to be, because either you're in the end zone with a completion and a touchdown, or you've fallen short. So here we go. Wilson back, clean pocket. He's going to scramble. He's got room. He's going to throw it back across.
Wilson's pass is incomplete.
Incomplete,
And no
intended
good.
for Jack Flynn.
And the Bruins hold, and it's 1:27.
We'll turn the ball over on
Both
down.
teams are out of timeouts.
Yeah.
We're probably looking at 3 kneels, and we're going to go to the house.
Looked like Brewer had a little real estate over
And
there
Wilson
on the
will be
right
home
side,
next
but he
week
kept
on
his eyes
Thursday night
downfield
for a
looking
7
to
p.m.
make that
kickoff.
completion in the end zone.
Once again, the game next
And
week is on Thursday evening at 7
Jack Flynn
p.m.
unable to bring it in. Good coverage there by the Bruins, and
The Bruin faithful just giving us the wave over here for across the way, saying, well, thanks for playing.
looks like a Taylor Swift concert over there. Lighting it up with the cell phones. Maybe a little Imagine Dragons. I don't know.
None of those people I would go see in concert. So here is a kneel
Will take the
down
knee.
with 1:21 and counting. So you're going to have a 40-second play clock. And as a math guy, right?
Right, Coach. I'm trying to do a little calculation, a little mental math, as we might call it. Looks like 2 more kneel downs are going to be necessary to get us to the conclusion of triple zeros.
So that's going to be kneel down number 2.
Depending on when they start this play clock. And
well, they
looks like it's going to take 1 more. And they could do this one a little earlier, right? And just get out of here with a win.
So the last kneel here is going to wrap it up. And the handshakes go around.
Yeah, great sportsmanship to end this. A hard-fought battle between a now 7-0 team and an 0-7 team. But, man, it sure didn't look like those records were indicative of the play today, Coach. It was a good one.
17.
So, again, thank you for joining us on our Williamson County Television Game of the Week. Our final here, the Brentwood Bruins 31, the Franklin Admirals 17 for Paul Breece and Daniel Poston. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next week as the Bruins take on the Centennial Cougars. Have a great weekend.